All right, good morning. Facebook Live fired up. There is Squeeze. Yes, Squeeze is here too. It is Tuesday, aka Testimonial Tuesday, for those of you who are connected to our Facebook page, our Instagram page, and for those listening to us right now on 93.5 FM. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning. We've got a great show, very interesting show scheduled for you, getting the word out about what we do here as attorneys at Pollack, Isaac DeSico. Of course, my name is Adam Handler. Some people call me the Shark. Most of you call me the Case Handler, but just never, ever, ever call me late for dinner. I do have a co-host on the show who seems to be muted at the time right now, and I don't even know where the hell he is sitting. But David Squeeze Aniki, good morning to you, Wagwan King. How are you today? And we do have a special guest, or two special guests. One of them you may recognize, ladies and gentlemen, if you're connected to our social media, as Matthew Goodstein. Matt is an associate of the personal injury department, and we are essentially teammates in being able to get the maximum compensation necessary for our clients. We work as a team along with our four amazing paralegals, Sandra, Rollin, Ralston, and Sandy, and we truly are a team. So when you see written on those write-ups, case handler team, trust and believe you have 7 individuals that are fighting for one just cause, and that's getting you maximum compensation for your injury, your time out of work, your medical bills, and making sure that you are not a victim twice. This show we do daily, every day, 9:30 on the dot on 93.5 FM. We also broadcast it live over Facebook and other social media platforms. And as they say, let's get the show on the road, because you now are officially, and I'll raise my hand, cruising with the Case Handler. Let me give out the phone number real quick before we start, just in case anybody wants to give us a call, because remember, we've been saying this since March. Free phone consultations. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We do not charge for information over the phone. So if you got a question about personal injury, you got a question about immigration, you got a question about real estate, matrimonial law, criminal defense, labor law, in that, you know, you feel you're maybe being cheated by your boss, not getting the overtime that you're entitled to. You give us a call, 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529. The only number you need to be connected to excellent attorneys here to help, attorneys that are giving back to the community that's embraced us for so many years. 844-774-3529. We are Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico, otherwise known as PPID. Squeeze, I guess I can ask you this question on a Tuesday. I know the answer, but I'll ask it anyway. Are you down with PPID?
Come on, Adam. You know me. I'm down with PPID. What's up, brother Wagwan? You good?
I'm great, man. I'm great. It's going to be a great show. We got some great guys on today to let everybody know what we do here at the personal injury department. And let's get this party started, Squeeze. Let's get this party started right.
You like my background?
I do. We can all be at the beach if you want.
It's making me envious.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, once again, as you heard Adam say, this show is about personal injury today. And I noticed that he has a guest on the show, and guest was very early also. I'm about to find out, just like everyone that's watching us on Facebook and listening to us on 93.5 FM, who this guest is and what it's all about. But one thing I can tell you, if you ever get hurt in an accident, you don't need the other guys that's at the top of the hour. You don't need the other guys that's all over the place. You don't need the people who are running up and chasing the ambulance and all of that. This man has proved himself. Adam Handler, Matt Goodstein, and his entire team, $125 million plus can never be wrong. And we're talking about greenbacks. We're talking about good U.S. dollars, the greatest dollar in the world.
Tax-free money, too.
Tax-free money. We're not talking about Jamaican money here. We're talking about greenbacks, people. You have to go with this attorney. He has proven himself. You know, so don't get it twisted, all right? Adam Handler, listen, man, he's truly the man. Matt Goodstein, it's good to have you on the show. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great. Thanks for having me.
Okay. I saw that video that Adam posted the other day. The look on your face when he came into your office, you know what?
Oh, the office, yeah.
It's just priceless. But anyway, Adam, who is it? And Matt, who's this that we have as a guest on the show here today?
Sure. Well, real quick, let me just explain to you what we're doing here on the Tuesday, because for those of you that are connected to our social media platforms, and when I say a hair under 7,000 Instagram followers, Squeeze, I mean, we are like 6,978 followers. So we are right below 7,000. And for those of you who are connected to our Instagram, thank you so much. Those of you connected to our Facebook, thank you so much. You'll know that Tuesdays are testimonial Tuesdays. Nelson, the Maverick, Madrid, loves to make the introductions on testimonial Tuesdays, but he's with a client right now working on a case. So we will bring it forth just doing the PI guides today. Testimonial Tuesday is a true life success story about a case that we've worked on here at the firm. I say it once and I say it again. You know, I don't want you taking my word for it. I don't want you taking Squeeze's word for it. I don't want you taking Goodstein's word for it. I don't want you to take the word of the other DJs on this radio station later in the day that broadcast that have endorsed me for years and years. Don't take their word for it. The word that you should take is those who have unfortunately come before you. Those who have woke up in the morning, never in a million years expecting that disaster would strike, never expecting that they'd get into a car accident, a construction accident, a workplace accident, a slip or trip and fall. But things happen, terrible things happen. And as long as your response to those terrible things includes hiring the case handler team at Pollack, Isaac DeSico, we can do our best to make everything all right. We can do our best to right the wrong, put as much money in your pocket as possible to compensate you for your injury. And we post true life success stories every Tuesday. Fortunately, today we have the real deal, the life in the flesh, Damon talking about his case. And Matt, if you wouldn't mind just letting everybody out there know a little bit what the case was about. And then I'd love to hear Damon's thoughts on how he felt we handled matters for him.
Absolutely, absolutely. So Damon was a passenger in a car out in Pennsylvania earlier this year. They were going around a curve, and unfortunately, the driver, a friend of his, hit a pothole or a curb, and the car actually went off the road and it flipped over. Really a traumatic, terrible accident. And if you're looking at us on Facebook, on Instagram, you're looking at our social media, you can see some good images of exactly what happened. Now, thankfully, Damon was able to get out of the car. He was able to walk away. It could have been quite a bit worse, but he did have, among other things, a broken nose. And that's when he thankfully had our number, was able to come to us to help us guide him in the right direction, where to get some good medical care, get fixed up. He ended up having actually surgery to repair the nose. And by the way, Damon, how are you feeling about that? Getting better?
Yeah, feeling really good, man. Yeah, still healing up as it should. Pertains to my doctor's words when he said, yeah, we basically took like a saw to your nose. So it's going to take a while, but it's looking pretty good so far.
Absolutely. And I'm happy to hear that. You're looking much better than the first time you did when you walked in my office, by the way.
Yes, sir.
Let's show this picture real quick before Damon tells his story. Let's show this picture of the car. Squeeze, do you see this car flipped over? I can't connect to the video for some reason, but we have a picture of the car that flipped over. I mean, that looks like it's out of a freaking movie. All right. The car is completely flipped over. It's sideways and it's up against an embankment. I mean, dude, you literally have a guardian angel over your shoulder, because I have to imagine that people have died in a less traumatic accident than this. I cannot believe what this car looks like. And
Absolutely.
Of course,
and Adam, you and I have seen pictures. You and I have seen people who've been in accidents that have looked worse and been injured more. So thankfully he is doing okay, but you're right.
It's unbelievable. And we took, if you look at this terrible photo of the car flipped over, and then you scroll up to a picture of Matthew and Damon holding up that big case handler check, you know that the wrong has been rightened or justice has been served. And that's something I'm really, really proud of. And I'm sure Damon is very appreciative. So Damon, if you could just tell us a little bit about how you found our firm, what you thought of the way we treated you and ran your case, because there are literally tens of thousands of people right now that, you know, are not in accidents. You know, people listening to this show or watching on Facebook, thankfully, are not getting into accidents this second. But sometimes things do happen. And as long as they're prepared and know who's out there that's going to fight for them, I think we're doing a great service for the community.
And also, Damon, tell the listeners how Adam treated you, how Matt treated you, how the staff treated you. I mean, what are your personal feelings about the treatment that they gave you? All right, talk to me.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, where do I, well, first, like, to answer the first question of how I found out about the firm itself, my sister actually used to work in the firm. And so she was like, yeah, I think I know Matt, and he's like a great lawyer. He'll get you like the best possible treatment you can from any firm. Because I've had like pretty bad experiences with like other car accident lawsuits that I've had, unfortunately. But yeah, so when I went with him, went to him to like talk to him, converse with him. He was very just, you know, like on top of his thing, always giving me the rundown, giving me all the possible like settlement possibilities, and you know, giving me a basic rundown of every step he was taking necessary in order to get me the best possible sum of money that he could.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Okay, and you know, how you feel now? You know, after going through that traumatic experience where you almost died.
I mean, it's not my first time, so I mean, I was actually pretty calm about the whole thing. Because also I had to keep in mind that this was my friend's first time being in like a really serious car accident. So like when the car actually flipped over and like everything kind of like the window shattered, airbags somewhat deployed, but not really because the car was really old. We got out, and everyone, like, obviously my friend's freaking out about his car. He's like, oh my God, look at it. So I just started like joking around. I was like, because I hit my face and my nose is already like swelled up and like bruised.
I see, like,
yeah.
That they took a saw to your nose.
He looks like a boxer.
Yeah. Hey, what happened, man? You know, I was about to say, how does the other guy look? You know, but were you happy with the settlement? Did you think it was enough? Did you think they worked their ass off to get you what it is that you got?
Yeah, absolutely. Because Matt, like, he would tell me like the first proposition that, you know, Geico would make.
You don't have to say the number. I see the check and I see it says $sign. So you don't even have to say the number. It's like it wants to come out, but you don't have to say the number. All I know when I see no number on the check, I know you got, you know, you're happy. That's
overall, yeah. Matt like got me like a good amount of money, like the most he possibly could, which is what we were striving for anyways. It was a really realistic settlement number. So yeah, I'm super happy with it.
Okay. Maximum compensation. Matt, talk to me about maximum compensation you got for Damon. Who, man, you do have a guardian angel, because if you've been in other accidents and then this one, which looks unbelievable, and you were calm about it. But the good thing about it, you got good attorneys. Matt, what say you, man, about the maximum compensation? You want to talk a little bit about that? Because Adam and I, we speak about that all the time, about getting the maximum amount of money you can get from the insurance company.
And Matt's been, you know, on fire this year. You know, he's settled millions of dollars of cases, going back to that pedestrian case in which he got the maximum $750,000, which is, I believe that's your highest to date. Right, Matt? That was your biggest one this year, the $750,000 pedestrian case?
I believe it might have been. And
then you had the $622,000 later in the year. I mean, you've been on fire. So maybe you want to talk about some of those cases that you brought to a successful resolution this year.
Sure, absolutely. So that's part of what you get when you join up with the case handler team. It's the knowledge and experience of how to settle cases, when to settle cases, and how much to do it for. Obviously, the goal is to put as much money in our clients' pockets as possible. It's about maximizing their return. They're the ones who've gone through this traumatic, terrible accident. They're in pain, they're suffering, they're going through treatment. So that's why we're here, because we've got the knowledge and experience to really pull out every single penny we possibly can. You see with my cases, you see with Adam's cases. My favorite ones are the ones where Adam will pull out the odd number dollars, right? Getting an extra little penny out there, and we do the same thing from time to time. We try and pull out every single penny that we can to maximize that return. In Damon's case, we went through and obviously kept him updated with the offers from the very beginning of the case, and Geico knew that they had to pay something in the very beginning, and they offered something, but what they offered was pennies. It was nothing that we could ever come close to accepting. And so we built the case up. We showed them the value and the strength here, and we showed them the risk and their exposure. And eventually they came around, they realized what fair compensation would be. And then we twisted the knife just a little bit more because they made us wait, because Damon deserves it. And so when we finally got a number that was appropriate, a number that would make everyone happy, I think Damon would be one of the first to say that he was thrilled with the outcome here and really maximizing what we're getting here. And I'm going through here looking at my list, and something that I'm ashamed to say I don't do very often. I should, because I like to remind myself of how we're doing here. My cases this year, starting from the beginning of the year, including that nice pedestrian case with the gentleman who hurt his knee and his leg. I'm over $5 million in cases settled this year.
Wow.
I don't know if you realize that. It's over $5 million just on mine right now. And again, that's because we've got the knowledge and the experience. We've got the tenacity. We've got the relationships to make things happen, both on the medical side to help find doctors, get the best possible medical care, and then the relationships with the insurance companies, where they know not to mess around with us. They know that we will go and collect every single penny possible. It's through aggression, but also through experience that we're able to get there. I'm thankful that Adam and I are able to help our clients in that regard.
And before I give out the number, Matthew and Adam, I want to ask you, Matthew, because Adam and I, we speak about it all the time. Why the case handler team? Why the people listening to this radio station, watching us on Facebook, listening to Damon speaking about his accident? Why should they choose the case handler team? I want to ask you that, man.
I appreciate that. And you have to think about it. Damon coming on here and speaking to the people and explaining what we do, how we do it, how we've been successful, how we communicate, how we treat our clients, because they really are like family. I know it's something that we say, but I really truly believe that these are people that I like and care for very much. Right. The fact that he's willing to come on here and vouch for us and put his face out there really says a lot. It shows what we can do. It shows the faith that our clients have in us, and it shows the good results. Anybody can go and run down and chase them down. It's been an accident. But to get a good result, to get somebody who's willing to come out here and vouch for you, that says quite a bit. The team is here where we communicate, we are open and honest, and we work hard for the people, for the community. Adam's been doing it for, how many years now, Adam?
17 years.
17 years. I've been practicing for 12 now. I've been with Adam for 4, and it's been the greatest relationship I've had outside of my wife. So we are working hard. I think we do a good job. I think that the numbers prove it.
Okay. I'll let Damon say a thing, but let me give out the phone number right now. Once again, folks, if you're just joining us right here on 93.5 WVIP FM here in New York, covering the tri-state, I'm about to give you a number. And as you know, Adam said to Damon that he didn't know he was going to get into an accident. You don't know if and when you will get in an accident. But God forbid you do. You need to have the number of the most powerful, in my opinion, personal injury attorney, the most celebrated in this community, personal injury attorney and his team, the case handler team. So everyone that's listening, watching us, dial the number, let it ring 15 seconds, and then store the number in your phone. The number for, of course, the case handler team happens to be 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. Dial that number, store that number, and give that number to, of course, your family members, your friends, and even your foes. God forbid they get into an accident. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Cruising with a Case Handler. We're speaking on personal injury. We have our guest, Damon. And Damon, at what point, I mean, I know you were referred to the case handler team, but at what point during the process did you realize you were truly in good hands?
I think, well, as Matt already mentioned, like the sum that was first, given to us as a maybe for settling from Geico, he was like, oh, of course not. He he didn't even like ask for. He was just like, yeah, reject it because I know they have way too much money, and because he knows how these things go. So I was like, oh, great. And I, because of past experiences with like really bad attorneys, the first attorney that I would have had if I didn't have Matt, obviously, he would have been like, yeah, that chum change for sure. Yeah, that's great. Let's get on that.
Now let me ask you, if let me ask you this and be honest about it. Mm-hmm. Matt presented the first amount, right? If he did not say, of course, no, would you have taken it?
Probably not, for sure. Like me being a sensible human being would like look at the accident and being like, are you kidding me? This is insane. And it was insane that it was proposed in the first place. And so, yeah.
But not everybody is as sensible as you, Damon, and sometimes succumb to the pressure of their attorney. I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, Mr. Handler, my lawyer says that this is a fair number and I should take it. And I think I'm going to take it because I'm taking the lawyer's advice. You know, a lot of people don't think, you know, as deeply through the process as you do, Damon, and are reliant on taking their lawyer's advice, and with good reason, because, you know, we of course expect, I certainly expect, and Nomad expects, that our clients will take our advice. The difference is we give really, really good advice, solid advice, and Adam, not every lawyer is doing that.
But Adam, anyone who listens to Cruising with a Case Handler is sensible. And they
that's true. Right. You are a genius, sir.
You know, they would not take that money. Come on. How many times, Matt and Adam, have people switch from their attorneys to you guys? How many times? I mean, come on. People come to their senses after a while. I mean, listening to you and all the true success stories that we do here every single day. It's unbelievable. So, Damon, I'm very happy that you are alive. First, you know,
let's you know, for people just tuning in now, I got to show this picture again. It's just ridiculous.
It's unbelievable. If you are out there listening on 93.5, just go to the Facebook page, The Case Handler or David Squeezaniki, and just check out the picture. This car is upside down. It seems like it's a white car. It's upside down. Literally, you're seeing all four wheels. It seems like a part of the roof of the car is crushed. What's that? The barrier that it's propped up on? It's like
an embankment, I think.
Right. It's like at a 45-degree angle. This is unbelievable. What kind of a car was it?
I think it was like a Toyota Camry, maybe something like that.
And you were a passenger in this.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if I can show. I can only get on my phone, but you got to see this. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Let's see if I can do like this.
Yeah. See your neighbors in the background there. You know.
Get it. Hold on.
Oh yeah, we're seeing it. And by the way, folks, Adam is showing us a video rather, of the accident, which is unbelievable. Talk about Adam's technology here. Yeah.
Every time I see that and remember that you walked away from this thing, it shocks me. It makes me so happy that you're okay.
Yeah, thank you. Me too. I'm super happy about that.
I'm glad. I'm sure you are, brother.
It's a poor choice of words. It's like very, elementary school of me to say. But yeah, sometimes you're just discombobulated by the whole experience itself, and you're at a loss for words.
Not too much detail because we don't want to talk about the exact number. We don't need all your friends and family asking for loans. But what are you planning on doing with some of that money? That's always a fun thing to talk about. Because I say this when we get, you know, a real deal settlement for a client that's been through a lot like you've been. I always say, listen, you know, you got to make this money last. You got to be smart with it, but you also need.
What's going on with?
Hey, do something right away for yourself that, you know, makes you feel good, because you've been through hell and back. So what are you planning on doing with some of this money?
Well, I'm being smart with it. So I was initially going to just put it into like a CD accounts, but recently it came to light that the savings branch, like the branch of Dime Savings, has been bought out by another bank. So I'm planning on taking it to Chase and like possibly investing it into a mutual fund, and, you know, being a little more risk averse.
How old are you, if you don't mind me asking, Damon?
I'm 21 years old.
All right, listen, man, let me just say this much for all the people and yourself that's tuning in out there. You know, it's extremely important that you invest. And I know Adam and Matthew, they have associates that they can, you know, refer you to, you know, but please, you know, you're 21 years old. You don't want to go through that money just like that. All right.
Of course.
Invest it and live off of what you make on it. That's how you do it. All right. So please invest that money. Extremely important. Find someone who knows about it and just listen to them, and don't do the silly things that some people do. And then come back to Adam asking, hey, I'm still hurting. Can I go back and get some more money? No, do the right thing, my brother. All right.
Yeah.
Of course.
And we actually don't talk enough about that, Squeeze, is that, the millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars we've obtained for our clients. We also feel a responsibility to the clients to make sure that they're doing something important with their money. And we will walk you through the process. The case doesn't end when you sign on the dotted line. A lot of times you still have medical bills that are coming in that need to be addressed. You still have parts of, just because the injury portion of your claim is over, doesn't mean that our job as your attorney is over. Damon, if you have any additional medical treatment and needs to be billed to the insurance company, we're going to take care of that. And just because we earned our fee doesn't mean your file is closed. Now, a lot of lawyers, once they get that money, you may never hear from them again. They don't pick up your phone calls. They don't respond to your emails or your text messages because, they're not making any more money off your case. That's not something that we consider here. And we are your attorneys for life.
But it says, and people listening on 93.5 on Facebook, it says a lot about you, Adam. It says a lot about you, Matthew, that, once the settlement is in, that you're not walking away. You're actually sitting your client down, sitting your new family member down and saying, hey, you've got this money. You've got to make it count. You've got to do the right thing. And like you said, most people would say, here's your check. Bye. If you get into an accident next year, reach out, So, that's what I love about Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. That's what I love about the case handler team. All right. It's extremely important that you understand that you need to work with an attorney that genuinely care, not just about you getting the maximum compensation. That's a no-brainer, but also to ensure that they're there for you. God forbid. They're there for you if you need to understand more about how you invest that money, point you in the right direction. They're there to call you up on your birthdays, your anniversaries, and all of that. That's family. That's how people should live. That's humanity. That's the case handler team. Call them now. The number is 844-774-3529. That's 844 PPID LAW. Make the link, make the call, make the connection, make it the case handler team. Make it Matthew Goodstein. Make it Adam Handler. 844-774-3529. Dial it, store it, get into an accident, you link them up. And before I go, so what's this? Number 2 accident, number 3 accident, Damon?
It's number 7 accident.
7 accidents?
Are you
always the passenger?
Yeah, I'm always the passenger.
Dude, you've got to get some new friends, man. With all that money that you have now, go out and get some new friends.
No. You definitely have an angel.
7 accidents.
That's the part I'm looking at. Whoa, man.
Yeah.
Listen, man. I've had a couple, but geez, 7? And these are all automobile accidents. Not like you fell down the stairs or anything like that. This is
not all car accidents. Yes, sir.
Jesus. Listen, man. You make sure you take care of that angel. Thank that angel every day because you seriously have a guardian angel. Thank you so much, Damon, for being on the show. I'm very happy that Adam and Matthew did the right thing by you, making sure you got the maximum compensation. Very happy that you were extremely happy with how they treated you. And we do appreciate you coming on Cruising with a Case Handler. All right.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, getting the word out really is a huge service to our firm because, like I said earlier, don't take my word for it, Matt's word for it, Squeeze's word for it. Take Damon's word for it, ladies and gentlemen. I truly, truly, truly hope that you never have to call our number. You never have to call our firm for help with respect to personal injury because it means that things have gone terribly, terribly wrong. But things happen. You got to expect the unexpected. And as long as you have our number saved or as long as you know about the case handler and Google us later and get our number, a lot of people find us, just Googling the case handler and you'll be connected to us. You stand the best possible chance at financial justice. In here in the United States, you're entitled to money compensation under the law. We'll fight for it all, regardless of your immigration status. That's right. We didn't stress it enough today. Regardless of your immigration status, ladies and gentlemen, you are entitled to money. So please, one chance to get it right, one choice of attorney, and it should be Adam Handler, your boy, the case handler, Matt Goodstein, Sandra, Roland, Ralston, and Sandy. We're here for you. We are family. 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529, or good luck with those runners at the scene of the accident or those attorneys at the top of the hour.
We're out. Ladies and gentlemen, oh man, I like how you always slip that in there, Adam. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching on Facebook. We'll do this again tomorrow, 9:30, Cruising with a Case Handler, showing immigration, personal injury, and more. Want to say thanks once again to Damon. Matthew, you're definitely turning it up, man. All right. And we're going to conclude here. Prior results do not guarantee similar outcome. And of course, this has been an attorney advertisement. Do give the firm a call, Pollack, Isaac, and Nasico a call, Adam Handler, the case handler team, and Matthew a call at 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Any final words, gentlemen, before we end?
I'll give Matt the final word.
Yeah, Matt.
For once.
For once. That's okay. I appreciate that, Adam. Squeeze, I want to say thank you for helping us get the word out, helping us do good work for the community.
Yep.
It's a pleasure to work with people that I really, truly like. My clients, our clients, they're all part of our big networks. I appreciate you helping to support that and helping to help other people. Damon, I want to thank you for being here today as well. Again, getting the good word out, reminding everybody of what we can do to help. And I want to wish everyone a great Tuesday. Stay safe and stay healthy.
Thank you for the accolades. Take care, guys.